It's time to build your first AI automation with demand. So let me walk you through all the steps you need to do. And it is really, really simple. So let's start by going to LinkedIn Sales Navigator and create a search. I'm going to move myself right here. So what I highly recommend is to go into Spotlights, for example, and say who posted on LinkedIn the last 30 days, because they give more data points to talk about the individual in the AI model. If they don't post, it's okay, but it is just a better option because there's more talking points in real time about that person. It shows that you did some research. If they don't have that, you're still fine. Just wanted to clarify that. So the next part is you're going to create your perfect search. So you're going to go in and say, okay, what seniority level, function, industry, geographic region are you targeting? So I'm going to go, let's say EMEA. That would be too broad. Let's go in and say I'm going for individuals in Chicago. So I'm typing Chicago, Illinois in the US. Let's say they are in information, technology and services. So I'm going for technology, information and internet here. Change the categories of LinkedIn. So current job title, maybe I'm searching for CEO, VP sales, founder, director of sales, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm getting a search of 682 people, which is quite good. If I wanted to narrow it down, obviously I can go in employee range, narrow it down by company size, which I should do. But let's imagine this is the perfect search. This is your target list. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into demand and you're going to hit LinkedIn. Then you're going to hit LinkedIn Sales Navigator Search Extractor. Put in the URL and say, I want, let's say 200 people. Then you're going to go, I call it demo the tag, but use the tag for who you're targeting so you can identify them later. It creates a list for you. Now I'm going to hit next steps. Now, if you are using HubSpot, I will hit settings. I will show you that towards the end here, why that's important. Now you're going to have to click manual prospect. Manual prospect simply enables, I'm going to show you what that means right here. It enables the model to open each person and view the entire profile. And we use this to get better data for the AI model, like the About Me section, the recent post, and so on and so forth. And we're going to showcase that to you in a couple of seconds, why that's important. Now, we add that, and then we're going to go and say we want to send a connection request. And we want to use the AI model to write it. Then we're going to put in a delay. We're going to give them 2 days to connect with us on LinkedIn, for example. After 2 days, we attempt to send the LinkedIn message if we're connected, and we use the AI model to do the first LinkedIn message. And then I start building out all the functions. Maybe I want to use, when I have verified emails, and then I say after the message, for example, I put it earlier in my flow, I would like to send an email as well. Maybe I want to put a small delay of, let's say, 1 day or 2 hours after the message. So let's say 2 hours. I want to send, and you send emails and templates. So I would like to send them an email as well. So I'm just going to put an email here. And maybe after 2 days, I want to know if they opened it, and I want to make it advanced now. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to showcase it to you. So 2 days after we send the email, if they clicked on a link, yes or no, or if they open the email, I can apply what branch are they going to. If it's a yes, then I can do certain things. If it's a no, I can do certain things. That's an option you can do. I can also delete it. Then you can mix in LinkedIn messages. And again, you can keep it straight to LinkedIn. I'm giving you examples of what you can do. And then you can put in, hey, first name, for example. And then you have tags like company name. You have tags like meeting, if we go down here, business days. So today's Thursday. If I put in 2 business days from now and it comes out today, it'll write the word Monday. So those are some of the examples. From the AI perspective, if you are targeting people that speak Spanish and you don't, well, you can send a connection request in Spanish and the follow-up message in Spanish, German, French, Portuguese, Italian, Hebrew, Arabic, Dutch, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, British English accent if you want in the way you're writing. So those are some of your options. You can also put in domain, and if you import data from a CSV file, you can put in custom field 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to show you now, when you're building the whole process, you want to hit settings if you're using HubSpot or Pipedrive. And the reason why you want to do that, it's really, really simple. You want to hit sync with HubSpot. because then when somebody replies, we automatically transfer them to the integration to HubSpot with all the communication history. That's live right now for HubSpot and Pipedrive. If you're using any of the other integrations, you can sync them as well, but it's not automated. Now, this is a campaign I built earlier today. I sent out 20 requests, and within 2 hours, out of the 20, 9 already connected with me. And I sent them in the US and I sent them European time zone in the morning. So that was a success rate of 45% in a very, very short time. Typically, we see about 78% are connecting with you when you use AI personalization. So basically, we're doing the AI connection request. You can see it here. Follow-up AI model message, and then we have first name, and then we have actually my own message here. And then we go through the whole process, and in the end, we put in a withdrawal request. Then when I'm ready, I hit save and then start, and then it runs. Now you have another way to start it too. You can say my leads as a starting point, because that means every time you export some data, you can roll them into the automation ad hoc as you like. So think about these inputs here, starting points, how the data floats into the model. Once you hit start and it crawls, basically we're gonna go page by page, download all your data, run it in, double verify, and find the emails. That takes, depending on how long that is, anywhere from 10 minutes to 1.5 hours. Then after that process is done, then we're going to open the first 20 profiles one by one, crawl them for data. That takes about 30 minutes. So give or take 40 minutes to 2 hours from when you hit start, the data will be ready for you. And then you can start doing your outreach. So this is a process you set up. It runs very safe and slow for you to protect your account. Once you do that, now I can give you an example. This is Founders US. If I go back just to showcase to you that this is how the model actually runs, I can showcase just to double verify that there's no magic here. This is the AI model actually running and using the data to personalize. I will get back to that, but you will see here, connection request, AI, LinkedIn message, and this is the automation US Founders. So it downloaded lands. It has his latest LinkedIn connection request. We don't have any about me on him. But basically what happens is here, it wrote a connection request. Great to hear about the launch of Peterson Protocol Diet Keto Flakes Meal Delivery Service. Can you tell? This is what he's writing about here, giving it a name, so we clarifying that. Can you tell me more about the inspiration behind Keto Flakes 1230 trademark diet and how it promotes brain health optimization? So that's the connection request he's getting. Once it's sent, it goes out, and here's a personalized AI follow-up message, and you will see the other follow-up message is here. If there's something you don't like, you can just hit personalize, save, and send to prospect, and then it goes out. Now, I have the next one I just loaded fast here for you. Hello, Ran. I came across the recent post discussing cutting-edge solution, technological documentation, and data management. Impressed by your expertise and insights. I'd love to learn more about your expertise in this domain. Again, it's personalized around what he is actually sharing on LinkedIn. I'm taking this LinkedIn post. For me, it doesn't make much sense, but the AI model can decipher it and write a much better message than I could. That stands out to Ran. So he's going to accept me. He's going to read my follow-up message because it's all about him. And then we have about 78% that are connecting with me. So if you're connecting to 200 to 100 people a week, and you go from the average 10% to 78%, you can see the math. Now you're talking to instead of 10 to 20 people, you're talking about 78 to 160, 170 people, right? It's a no-brainer where you have follow-up messages. So you are building a much stronger pipeline. And this process, 20 people a day, takes about 9 minutes to hit send to prospect. And if you run a list of 200, it's going to load in 20 people every single day. So you just go in 10 minutes, hit send to prospect, review it, send to prospect, review it. And that's how you build pipeline at scale. That's truly how the AI model works and how brilliant it is, because it does all of this for you. You don't have to think much. You just have to set it once. And once you set a campaign, if you want to clone it and rerun it, you just hit copy here. So I call it Founders, let's call it Europe. And I'm just showcasing here. Then again, my bad. Founders Europe, right? Then I save it, and basically what I can do is I can just change the LinkedIn URL, recrawling in the start, and then I'm building a clone of a working campaign. Maybe I want to target a little bit my follow-up messages that I wrote further down, then I can do that. So basically I'm going to show you right now, right here. So now I open a new campaign and start running. I cloned a running campaign, and this is the benefit. You can Also from here, you can clone it to other team members. I can get back to that, so let me just click here so we can see that. So if I take this campaign here, and I want to clone it to another member, I can copy to sub-account member, and I can take any team member. So you will only have one sub-account by definition out of your campaign. It takes a couple of seconds to load in here. And then I take the individual and give it a name, and then I clone the entire sales process to that user. So in the end of the day, it is a new one. So I just change the LinkedIn URL here, hit apply. And if I want to change something, target, location specific in my messages, update them, hit apply, then I hit start, and then it's running. I just wait for it to finish, and then I go over to what we call one-to-one, and they will sit right here in my flow once they're ready, and I just hit start, and then I execute them. Now, when they go out of LinkedIn, you'll be able to see them here, everybody with a customized message. I just took two random here that I sent earlier today. They haven't been accepted yet. These are in the US, and I'm sitting in Europe, as I mentioned, here in Switzerland. So this is really the power of the AI model, and it will do the automated follow-ups for you. So get started today and get up and running with AI. Thank you.